All, I would like to pay my high respect to the teacher. My name is Jan Mora. This is the video presentation for final exam. This is the topic about the Joy Lock Club, and the course code is ENG 232 in evening. In this video, I would like to tell you about the 4 questions of the midterm, and I will explain in detail of each question. And I'll go to the first question. Number 1, how the lives of daughters different from their parents' live. The question means that they want to know about the children live, the daughter live different from their parents. How do they live? The different live of daughter from the mother's live is due to the mothers and daughter have completely different cultures. When they it means that when they have a different culture, so they need to live far away from each other, yeah, or live in each other, but do like different way. The mothers view themselves as children while the daughters view themselves as American. It means that the mother believe in uh, China culture, and the daughter believe in American culture. Yeah. The mothers all born in the China to Chinese parents consider themselves Chinese, and it means that all the mothers are born in Chinese, and they consider to Chinese. Okay, sorry, born in China and consider themselves to Chinese. And the daughters who all have at least one. Okay, Chinese parents were born in the United States. They consider themselves to be American, and indeed their mothers want them to have the better life. They believe the country afford them. It means that when the children, oh, sorry, when the mother born in China, they consider themselves to Chinese, and when the mothers born in American, they prefer themselves to America. Yeah. So when the mother want to get the better life, they believe the country afford them. When they live in China, they get the aid from Chinese government. When they live in America, they got the aid from America government. Okay. It is difficult balance to keep the Chinese tradition alive by passing them down to the offspring while also allowing the children to embrace the new culture. Often the old culture is neglected in favor of the new. So this is how they live different from daughter and parents. Okay. Yeah. So now go to the second question. The second question is talk about uh, if you were the daughters in the story, which culture would you follow? Chinese culture or American culture? This is according to the story about the Joy Luck Club. There are 2 cultures in the story, and the question want to ask you which culture you like if you were a daughter. Okay, and this is the own answer, and based on I have learned from the Joy Luck Club. Okay, if I were a daughter in the story, I follow the Chinese culture because many Chinese Americans are deeply rooted in China, and the culture heritage of China has a great talent influence upon them. Yes, so in the story of Joy Luck Club, I choose Chinese culture because American culture has deeply rooted in China. And in China, we have a lot of heritage or great talent in the country. Before Hamilton, there are many other Chinese American writers favoring using Chinese culture symbols in their writing, and many using this content is a convention of Chinese American writer. Not only Hamilton, but another writers that write about the story that choose about the Chinese culture. Yeah, because it has many beautiful thing or great thing about Chinese culture. Yeah, so they usually like or choose Chinese culture. Okay, but different writer has different purpose in using them and usually get very difficult effect. Yeah, not the same writer, but it's different purpose of writer. They're using them. Okay, yeah, and they want to get different effect. Hamilton is a representative of the second generation of Chinese immigrants to America. So Hamilton is the second uh, generation of Chinese immigrants to America. Yeah. In the Joy Luck Club, Hamilton employs various Chinese symbols which embody the completed and profound Chinese culture and Eastern philosophy to highlight the culture conflicts and fusion within and beyond the stories. So Hamilton is the writer of the Joy Luck Club. They use Chinese symbol, okay, yeah, to highlight the culture conflicts to and fusion within and beyond the stories. And this is the end of the second question. And now go to the third question. The question is about discuss further about other issues in China, Chinese culture, patriarchy, feminism, innovation, concubine, wedding, feng shui, superstition, family tie. Okay, and discuss about it. Okay, I will read and explain one by one. Feminism. What is the feminism in the Joy Luck Club of the story? Feminism is in China refers to the collection of historical movement and ideologies aimed at redefining the role and status of women in China. Yes, so we talk feminism mean the role of the woman in the country. Yeah, so this is we talk in China. Okay, feminism of China. Feminism in modern China is closely linked with socialism and class issues. Yes, it's like closely linked, okay, to the socialism. Chinese feminism differs from Western feminism in the Chinese feminism has no history of assuming that men or women are natural categories. Okay, yeah. So now go to Feng Shui. Means that wind, water. Okay, what does mean wind water in Chinese? And it's the art of channeling natural energy called qi. Okay, qi, right? I don't know how to read it. To definite to benefit our health, energy, wealth. Okay, yeah, health to about your health. Okay, energy and wealth. Okay, according to the Feng Shui, the proper arrangement of the of the objects in our living spaces will deflect bad qi. Okay. The beacon, the good qi is to flow in our lives. And I go to the superstitious. Okay, what does it mean superstitious? In Chinese culture is rich in belief. Okay, yes, they have a belief, custom, and superstitions that vary greatly from those in the West. Okay. For example, in traditional Chinese superstition, the numerical digit 8 is associated with prosperity and good luck. Yep. And the digit 4 is associated with death. Okay. This is the sign of that belief in Chinese culture. Okay. When they use the digit 8 is the good luck, and digit 4 is about the death. Okay, yes, so it is the belief, okay, of the Chinese citizen. And how about family tie? Chinese culture highlights the importance of family ties. Okay, having a home not means having a place to shelter you from wind or rain, but also symbolize you are a major person. Yes, as you know that home is like should shelter you, but not at all. Okay, yeah. Another value in China that has persisted in family independence. Even though bonds have weakened, families are still honored and respected in rural or urban China. Okay, so this is the end of the question number 3, and now go to the last question. Okay, number 4. Please back up all the concept with your own knowledge, skill, experience, and assumption. Okay. Based on I studied from the story of the Choi La Club. Okay, and this is the summary of the story. The Choi La Club explore the clash between Chinese culture and American culture. So in the story, we have two culture in it. They are Chinese culture and American culture. And I think of culture, Chinese culture is better than American culture. Based on or that I mentioned already in the about question. The mother and daughter in the story vary greatly in how they view their culture. Yes, so they like to show about the culture or to introduce or to like to advertise about the culture. All right. One way of understanding the difference is to look to talk communication in this culture. Yes, it means that to understand the difference of the communication with this culture. But in the story, daughters are ignorant about their mother live in China. The mother suffer from expectation of traditional Chinese women that also make the daughter struggle with the pressure of the culture. Yeah, the mother always suffer from the expectation of traditional Chinese. Okay, of women. The Joy Luck Club show about how misunderstanding between mother and daughter because daughters want to minimize their Chinese appearance and heritage. Yes, want to minimize their Chinese appearance and heritage. They all want to look like America as the daughter. You need to obey and listen to her. Yes, as you know that when you be a daughter, you need or you must obey to your mother or to like to listen to her, right? Okay, don't do anything by she refuse you, right? Okay, when you notice that she did wrong, you should tell her instead of saying bad word to make her feeling bad. Okay, when your mother do something wrong or they don't know what is right or wrong, so you don't like speak bad word or say bad word. You just you say something sweetly to her, okay, and to tell about her mistake. Okay, don't say bad word. Okay, in the story, due to different culture make mothers and daughter-in-law what their mother's story and reason from what they went through. Okay, and this is all the summary of the knowledge and skill experience from the Joy Luck Club. Okay, and this is the reference from my research. And thank you, teacher. Okay, so this is the end of the story, and I want to summarize again about the story. It means that to answer the 4 questions of the midterm exam of the topic 2 about the Joy Luck Club, and now the end of the video presentation. Thank you, teacher, for your listening.